Welcome to another video on the JV and Millie channel. So guys, today we are starting our second island on Jurassic World Evolution, which is really exciting. But before we get off to a start with this, I just want to share a little bit of happiness with everybody. So like I said, one of my goals was that with this is because I'm quite new to gaming, I just wanted to create a little bit of a community in the comments where if anybody was having any problems, including me, we could ask some questions and all help each other out kind of judgment free. So I'd just like to say a bit of a shout out here to Nuggetman Gaming to say thank you for just letting us know that you were enjoying the videos. It's always, really motivating to hear that you were enjoying them, and it really wants to make us work harder to get this content to you. Also to Roblox Gamer AA3 and Thundershock, as well as Smash, just for how helpful you are being. All the advice that you've given us, we are really going to put into practice in this video with starting this second park. Okay guys, so as promised, we are picking up where I left off with you, and that is we've literally just landed on this second island. So let's just take a look around and see what it's about, okay? So there's this really cute little beach area down here. Oh, it goes down further. Just going to zoom out so we can see what's going on. There's a few little paths. So the park entrance is all the way up here. There's the storm defense station, a small power station, an emergency shelter, Hammond creation lab, viewing platform. We have two enclosures on this island, both I'd say quite a small size. That's something that we might need to consider with this bit in the middle. Some substations, a ranger station, okay, that's good, but there seems to be a lot of issues as well, looking at the top there. So I guess let's just take a look and see what we can do. I don't need to add a new team. Why am I doing that? Okay. Wow.
I'd suggest making the most of any downtime. Send out expeditions. Get the squares to research something. Make me a coffee, that sort of thing. Cream and 2 sugars.
Okay, so I think it looks like we are now fixing the Hammond creation lab, which is, really good. That's one mission done. So for anybody who was struggling with this particular task, it appears you just drive up to anything that seems to be damaged, and then you can just literally just press A on that and it should repair itself. The main issue for me seems to be getting in control of this vehicle, because for some reason it didn't seem to let us create any tasks. So we are having to do this manually. Which is fun, I guess it's good to do some driving, right? Okay. So let's take a look at bigger picture. Where else do we need to fix? Over there. So let's click on the vehicle. Okay, and that's that repair done. Right, I'm just gonna zoom out a second. Okay, so the next issue is power. So not only is this about substations, I think this is more an actual power issue. We'll try by fixing this substation first. So click on the Ranger Center, Ranger Team 1, drive vehicle. Oh gosh. So because the tasks seem to be disabled for whatever reason, it actually appears that it's not even going to drive it back to the main ranger lab. So that is something that I really need to start taking a look into, as to how we can get tasks enabled. Okay. So there only appears to be one other issue.
Now this contract
Okay, let's accept that mission.
and I know just
And I'm actually struggling to see what that mission is. So there's some small icon. Is it that the park's closed? No, the park's open. So let's just check. The gates are closed. Everything seems to be powered. So I'm gonna say, guys, let's get on with some hatching of some dinosaurs. So if we make this the herbivore and this the carnivore. And if anybody knows what that middle little light is up there, you know, kind of where you get your alerts, it'd be really helpful to know what we're missing out on with that. Because I feel like I'd fixed most things, but, you know, maybe I missed something. Oh wow, we are out of finances already. Oh gosh, how does that work? Hopefully now we've released our first dinosaur that we will start getting visitors into the park to bring that up. I'm kind of hoping so anyway. Maybe I'll start by releasing the wrong type of dinosaur. Okay, good. We have people coming into the park now. So to that end, hopefully the profits will go up. And obviously I think when we get these released, the profits will go up as well. I feel like maybe I did start by just going in too hard with the dinosaur crafting. Because obviously we are now waiting before we can do much of anything else. Yeah, so all these kind of things are saying that they cost too much right now, so we just need to kind of wait for the income to increase with the park. So I feel like this is going to be quite slow progress with this one, which is a shame. So, conditions now 100%. Add task. Okay, great, we can do that now, that's great. So at least we've made progress, even if it is small progress. Okay, they cost 30,000 to incubate. So yeah, guys, quite slow progress on this one, but I do feel like in the long run it's gonna pay off. All shelters open. Oh, okay, that's got rid of that, I think. Dinosaurs ready to release. Is it over here? Nearly. Okay, that's when I do think things are going to take off. Because I do think it's very much just a case of we need to be able to get the guests in the park at this point. I may be wrong. Arrival point. Okay, there's certainly people coming down. This is good. Okay, and now we're bringing out the big dinosaurs. Okay, this is perfect. Hopefully there's going to be more people flooding out now. Okay, not quite flooding out, but certainly more people. Okay, so guests. Is there anything we can build? We could build a gift shop or a clothes shop in terms of bringing in some income. So, let's try and bring in some income using a clothes shop. Now, one of our, frequent commenters who's been really, really helpful to us is Smash. And they've given us some advice on building shops that maybe they should be more central to the park's amenities as opposed to near the entrance, which is maybe a mistake I made on the first island. So we are now going to build that clothes shop and see how that works out. Another really helpful tip that they gave us is if you can get the running cost really low, regardless of how much you're selling things for or whatever, you are ultimately making a profit and then you don't really need to worry too much. So I feel like that's some really good advice as well that we're going to take on board here. So I'm just taking a look, checking these dinosaurs are all happy. So grassland, maybe there should be a little bit more, but we'll work that out in time. Oh, missing grassland, fine. Let's just check to see if I can just remove some trees, if that's...
Look,
yeah, so the forestry...
I get it, we all do. My point is, you need to provide the right amount of space.
So let's appease those dinosaurs, let's get some landscaping done. Oh, that's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. So we want to remove some trees. Because that should, in theory, provide more grassland. Okay, let's see how happy they are now. Missing grassland, so... I guess if we increase the size of the enclosure, that could work too. So to increase the size of the enclosure, we just need to do fences. Maybe zoom in a little. So that all seems to have latched on together. And then from there we can get rid of the old fencing and have extended that area to hopefully have some happier dinosaurs. Make sure the enclosure still has a full circuit though, because obviously the last thing you want to do is have a carnivorous, or any type of dinosaurs, but particularly not carnivorous dinosaurs, escaping. Okay, So now we've done that, everything seems to be quite happy. We have that income now, which is really good. And let's see how the shop's doing. Okay, so we need to experiment and try and get that running cost really low. So we obviously can't have less than that. Okay, so that's got a pretty low running cost. So maybe we can take a look and just see how this pans out. I mean, currently it says we've got 20 guests in there. So for all this that high price, there's a low running cost and there is still a little bit of income coming in from that. So that's some really good advice there. Thank you so much, Smash. And wow, we can see we can almost afford the fossil centre or the expedition centre, which is something we've been working towards. So I've got some good dinosaurs. I really want to work on getting one Triceratops, which was probably a bit reckless because we cut into quite a lot of the finance there, but you know, it attracts more people into the park so we can get that finance back, and Triceratopses are like my favourite, so to that end it's just really cute. So we now have a mission. We need a picture of a sleeping dinosaur. And the dinosaurs aren't sleeping, so that's just going to have to wait. And other than that, it's just the expedition. So as we said, we need to wait until we've increased the finances, because I did quite recklessly just kind of breed unnecessary amounts of dinosaurs. So they're arriving. Let's take a look at the shop. Still 19 people in there, despite the fact that we've increased that cost so much. Just using that advice from Smash of having the running cost low does seem to be kind of taking effect, which is something I'm really happy about. Let's see if there's anything else we can do just while we're waiting. So again, we've got our guests here. What could we build? We'll build a little restroom for them. So again, that's some advice from Smash, that the restrooms can really help bring guests in. And we have the dinosaur ready to release. I believe this is the Triceratops, which of course I was really excited about getting into the park. Okay, so at the minute they seem pretty content. That's awesome. So we have happy dinosaurs. Let's check. Okay, that's fine. How many people do we have in the store? 26, that's fine. Everything seems to be running pretty smoothly so far. I just want to see if we have any dinosaurs asleep. This one's asleep. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I always get scared though driving into the enclosures, especially when it's the kind of scary carnivore dinosaurs. The class is scary. I don't know. They always kind of freak me out. So we need to go into the second enclosure. Sorry guys. Which is over here. They're both awake now, which is a shame. Let's see if there's a way of getting between enclosures in here. No. I was just curious about that little bit of the gap in between the enclosures, if that had a gate. But it doesn't seem to. Again, there's dinosaur 1 for this enclosure. There's dinosaur 2. They're both kind of scaring me. Let's get out of here. Let's see if any of these are sleeping. I think they were, and then we woke them up.
I want to take this contract, which means you want to take it too, correct? Warning, Ranger vehicle under attack.
That's far from ideal. Okay, great, so that's a dinosaur asleep. We have completed that mission. And I'm going to leave these guys, quite selfishly, to get themselves out of there because, yeah, quite frankly, we were getting charged by a Triceratops. That's nothing that I'm going to want to deal with. So again, all this now seems to be about research. So it's a case of building those centres now. Operations. So we have the Expedition Centre and the Fossil Centre. I feel like these two will run hand in hand. I'm not too sure which one to build first. Because obviously if we send an expedition out, but we don't have a fossil centre, I'm not too sure where the fossils will go to. So I'm quite apprehensive. But hey, we've got the Expedition Centre now. We can get that set up and then maybe just wait till we get the Fossil Centre before we do anything else with this. So this has been set up. We know it's within the substation. The only other issue is that we may need to build another power station now because we do have quite a few buildings. So operational. Awesome. Close shop. We still have people going in here despite the really high prices, which, like I said, is just really interesting. Just check the capacity of everything else. The restroom, 141. We don't need to build another one of them yet. So the next thing that I guess we need to do is we need to send an expedition out for the Dracocorex genome. Pardon my pronunciation, that probably was quite far from accurate to say the very least. Like I said, I do want to send out this expedition, but I don't feel like it's going to go anywhere. So we're at 332,000. It is increasing quite quickly. So once it increases sufficiently, we will get that and set that up. I'm tempted to release another dinosaur, but I know it's just going to eat into the finances. So I guess something that I'd be really interested to know, guys, is how much time do you now spend on your original island? So if you've got this far and unlocked the second one, do you now prioritise this island? Do you spend most of your time here? Do you kind of fluctuate between the two? And more importantly, what would you like to see on the channel? Would you like to see that we prioritise this island now, or fluctuation between the two? So obviously we're here to try and, like, for all we have fun creating this, we also want to make sure that we're getting you guys the content you want. So if you let us know how you feel about the content and what you'd like to see next, we obviously can start prioritising that too. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to know how you guys kind of go towards these two different islands. We also now have that other 400,000, so we can build the operations. We've got the fossil centre. So obviously we need to build a path there. Again, we already have that substation, but it could be that we do need to build some more electricity. So what does it say? Under construction. It's not going to tell us that it's built what we need to do in terms of the electricity, is it? But no, we've certainly made progress here with this island, because it really was a mess when we first arrived. Like we said, there's all those things that needed repairing, and it just wasn't in a good shape. But no, I'm really happy with where we've got to today. I can't believe how fast half an hour goes. Like, I feel like without doing this video, I would sit here playing this for a solid like 3-4 hours and then be a bit like, oh, okay, I really shouldn't have done that. It's just contagious. You can't stop playing. Okay, so we now need to work out some power. And, oh my goodness, 500,000. So I can't even power the fossil centre until we get that finance up. But hey, I think we can send an expedition out now, right? So we can go to Canada. So I think the genome that we need to search for... Oh wow, we've opened up this entire new area over here, guys. Wow. I'm just checking out the full map to see if we've opened anywhere else, but that's incredible. Okay guys, so let's just go back and check the mission. It says the Dracorex genome. I can't seem to find that anywhere on the expedition map. So if you guys have done that contract, perhaps you could let me know in the comments what it means by the Dracorex genome. Because like I said, I've gone through all these. We've, you know, searched all throughout here, and there's none of those. So I guess that, you know, we're wrapping it up now with that half now. So I would like to again just say, if any of you guys need any help with anything that you're struggling with, please drop that in the comments. My personal ask, I guess, for this session is that Dracorex genome. I'm struggling to find out exactly what that is, how I get access to it. I'm struggling to rack up finances quick enough on this game as well, so that's something else that I guess I need to prioritize. But I do think that thanks again to Smash's help with this, you know, we are bringing in some income there, and that is going up relatively quickly, certainly at a manageable pace, which is, you know, really good. So we are going to pick up again on this island in our next video, right where we've left off. So please, please, please subscribe and join us for that. Again, let us know in the comments how you would like to see us continue. If you want to see us focus predominantly now on our second island, or if you would like to see a reappearance of the first island, kind of an amalgamation of the two, deal with them as separate entities. Or again, let us know how you deal with things so that we know how best to continue, because we realise this game has just come over to the Switch, so to that end it is really, really new to us. So again, thank you so much. I really appreciate how much, you know, you really are building that community in the comments, which was, you know, the big ask that I asked for at the start of this. Again, thank you to Roblox Gamer 003, also to Nugget Man Gaming, to Thundershook and Smash. Thank you guys so much. Anyone else with this game, please, you know, drop something in the comments. We'd love to just start that conversation going. You've all been amazing with this, and I really appreciate the support with bringing out these videos.